I'm Nathan.
And I'm Bobby.
And this could be a podcast, right?
Yeah.
We can just check in with you.
Yep.
You know, the level that before Elon bought it, the level of moderation that was.
Oh, we're on a first name basis with Elon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What,
Cool.
what do you mean say? Mr. Musk?
I didn't know he was a friend of the show. I didn't know.
The alliteration.
Mr. Musk.
Yeah. I don't like saying Mr. Musk because it sounds like something, a character off of like Sesame Street or Shining Time Station.
No, I kind of like it, though. I think Mr. Musk should come out with his own scent.
Honestly, it sounds like a bad version of Hello, Mr. Zebra. That's kind of where I'm at.
What's that?
It's like, what's a Fiona Apple, right? Yeah. Hello, Mr. Zebra, because it's cold, cold, cold. It's a stupid, weird.
Cole, are you gonna chime in?
Are you? I thought you were a Fiona Apple guy.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
No.
Fiona Apple?
I mean, I'm aware of Fiona Apple. Yes.
Yeah, she had a song called Mr. Zebra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Criminal, I lost track.
Yeah. No, it was. This is the story.
This
we
better
were
be good.
high school. All of a sudden, we're like, hey, we got up, went into school early, did our weightlifting regimen, and we had like half an hour before school started, and someone's like, yeah, we should go up to the gas station before school starts. And we're like, yeah, sure. No one
Just
had
really painting a picture.
Yeah,
here.
and it was like, whose car can we take? And he's like, the basketball coach is like, hey, you can take my car. He was also like a teacher. He's like, hey, you can take my car. Here's my keys.
Okay.
It's like right outside the door. You can just go. I'm like,
now it's getting interesting.
okay, all right. This is weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sure. So like 4 or 5 of us piled into his car, and he's like, okay, what's he got on albums in his car? And it was like fucking Fiona Apple of all fucking things.
Okay.
Is in this dude's car. This guy, he was like a 6'8", like pale white Boston Irish looking guy.
Wow.
Yeah, and just it was like, why the fuck is Fiona Apple in this guy's car? It
I
makes
think
zero.
you just described it.
Anyhow, so he was like, what songs are actually on the song album besides Criminal? And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this, Mr. Zebra? And it's fucking weird. And then that's the end of that story. And then it was like later in my life, I'm like, that's a weird song. And my wife's like, yeah, I love that song. It's so funny and weird. I'm like, so Fiona Apple has, so Mr. Musk would be something like, hello, Mr. Musk, how you doing? That's what I'm hearing in my head when I say Mr. Musk, quite frankly.
Okay.
Yeah.
For this fake Elon Musk scent that we're creating, that can be
It's not a scent. It's
got to be a scent. It's Mr. Musk.
Mr. Musk.
Mr. Zebra by Mr. Musk.
No, we're going to get a cease and desist letter.
Yeah, Fiona Apple, she's very litigious.
Very litigious. Hence the criminal.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm so happy that we have free speech though, but we can say this. Say all this. No, I'm putting a bow on it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, let's, besides figuring out how to fix social media and everything.
Yeah, no,
how many crank calls have you made when you were a child?
Oh, like too many. It's been like, I don't know why I enjoyed doing that quite a bit.
You enjoyed making
crank calls. You know what? Because it's a form of improv. It's
sure.
It's like that's probably.
Can we figure out though, Chitty Jamie, what the difference between a crank phone call and a prank phone call is, if there is a difference?
I don't know if there. I don't
because growing up there were always prank phone calls to me. Then there was crank yankers.
Crank yankers.
And I never understood why. We didn't have Wikipedia back then.
Right.
So
why
crank yankers, I was like, maybe they just can't say prank yankers. Or quite honestly, crank yankers sounds better.
I think crank yankers sounds better.
But did someone make a decision? Is there
what did the Jerky Boys refer to it as? I think that's maybe where we need to find that delineation.
Right.
Because
to figure out, we'll really get to the bottom of this. But so, what was your favorite?
I had a bit, and this is like early days. I was probably 9 or 10, maybe even 8, where Hooked on Phonics. That was a commercial that ran a lot. Just dial 1-800-ABCDEFG.
Gotcha.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me, and ask them, try to get into this program of learn how to read better. And it's like
read more good.
Read more good. They didn't say it like that.
No.
And so I would call and I'd say, and they'd be like, hell yes, Hooked on Phonics, 1-800 Hooked on Phonics. How can I help you? And it's like, hey, I'm hooked on drugs. And they said, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm really hooked on drugs. It's the same thing, right? Like you're hooked on phonics, right? Yes, this is hooked on phonics. Yeah, okay, but I'm hooked on drugs. Is there any way that like you can help me stop being hooked on drugs and maybe getting hooked on? I don't know. And they'd always get really flustered.
Yeah. You'd try to see how long you could keep them on the line.
Yeah. And then
Did they ever hang up on you?
Yeah. Or I'd giggle because it's just so damn funny.
Was this you by yourself?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the added element that I needed.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in my experience, it's always with somebody else where
No.
you're like, can you believe we're doing this?
It would be like I would be like at my brother's wrestling meet or something, and like in a high school that had a payphone. I'm like, all right, I can make.
Oh, so you spend money doing this?
No,
too.
because it's an 800
Oh, it's
number.
an 800 number. Yes,
like
that's
I'm
right.
like, all right, this is cheap and easy. It's better than reading a book right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And then as I got older, there was
So you just call random 1-800 numbers, or did you call Hooked on Phonics? Over
I
and over?
called Hooked on Phonics a lot. And then so when I got older, there's this wonderful program, this wonderful thing called Tell Me, that my father, listening to Rush Limbaugh, found out about. It was like
Okay.
instead of you could go and you could dial this 1-800 Tell Me, and you could listen to a 30-second commercial, and it'd give you 2 minutes of free long distance.
Okay.
And it was just like, all right, this is a fantastic program. And then for some reason, like we dialed up this number.
Did you have a long distance number to call?
No,
Or
like
were you
we're
just-
like, and we're just like randomly
You're
just
monkeys at a typewriter.
exactly
Trying to
And
figure this
we
out.
remembered what it was though. I can't remember. It was like a combination of like some guys. We knew like what a prefix in Des Moines was, and just
Area
added,
code?
Yeah, no, the second three numbers.
I
You
got
got
you,
your area
okay.
code and then your prefix.
Okay. Well, you need to match them up. So
Yeah, and so and then it was like R2 football numbers or something like that, and it was like it got a voicemail for some guys.
By the way, you lived in Afton, Iowa,
Yes.
which is like an hour away from Des
Yeah,
Moines. You don't
yeah.
need to call long distance to Des Moines.
Yeah, no, that's long distance.
That's long. That's not long distance.
Yeah, of course that's long. Anything outside of your town.
No, it's been so long since I've used a
Anything-
payphone
The
or.
thing that you have to type in like an area code.
An area
too.
code.
Well, you
Not
type
even
in the
that,
area
man.
code of all the time.
Like I could call.
Wait, am I today years old to realize that if I call a local number, I don't need to add the area
563?
code?
No. Yeah,
Wow.
On a landline.
on a landline
Well,
because it's a local number. But I bet if you called like Dyersville, it would not count as a local number.
it's been so long since I used a landline. I can't remember if I can't remember.
I remember being able to call like the next two towns over
Yeah,
without typing
without
an
having to put the area code
in.
in.
But with a cell phone, though,
Still,
that's the question I'm asking.
Cell phone.
So if I
cell
call
phone, what's
a number right now
after 9, yeah.
No, with a cell phone you
a
need.
cell phone after 9, what is it?
Well, no, I'm saying like hey, it's free nights and weekends, right? So it's after
No,
9.
no.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
With a cell phone, you have to type in an area code no matter what.
Right. Okay.
Is it?
That's all I'm trying to get at here. I'm like, if you, it was one of those things where I remember when a buddy of mine told me when you're signing into your Gmail account on Google, you don't need to put @gmail.com.
You don't.
And I was like, get the fuck
That's
out
crazy.
of town. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Here I am, and I'm doing this like a schmuck. I've lost minutes of my life. you know.
So we for some reason we remembered the specific number that we called because we wanted to call him back.
Gotcha.
And it was always the same voicemail. It was, hey, this is Steve. Leave a message. I'll get back to you.
Classic.
And so Conan O'Brien, he had a bit about it was Sean Connery's like crank phone calls. It was one of the weird like stations he could pull in with his giant satellite. And it was always just like Sean Connery doing bad. Is your refrigerator running?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I would call him just like, oh, Steve, how are you? And do like a really bad fucking Sean Connery and leave a rambling message for like 2 or 3 minutes. And I left that guy a message probably 3 times a week for like 2 fucking years. And I'm always like, did they actually go anywhere? Or is this
He
just
never called.
like,
Did you leave a number to call back?
no, I never left that number to call back.
This guy slowly lost his mind and eventually
It's
killed
just
himself.
like,
This is
what-
the work of a lunatic.
Whatever. I've always questioned what that guy thought. It's like, did he think it's funny? Did he think it's like absolutely annoying? Did that
little
number
bit of
like
both.
did he ever like just constantly just delete messages and never listen to them? I remember one time it was on my buddy's cell phone. I called up and I'm like, hey, and some old lady answered the phone. I'm like, hey, yeah, is Brenda there? No, Brenda's not here. Oh, jeez, not again. I got this number from a girl at Taco Bell. She was really cute. She just, oh, jeez. So Brenda's not there at all. No, no, honey, Brenda's. Oh,
No,
jeez.
honey.
Oh, it's just, I've had a real bad string of luck. It could be because of my lazy eye. I got kicked in the head by a donkey, and just I've got a real bad lazy eye. You think that's the problem? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, geez, this is just horrible. Well, thanks so much. God, I don't know what to do now. Okay, thanks. And then she called back like 5 minutes later.
Making sure you didn't kill yourself.
She's like, I just wanted to make sure that was a prank phone call and that you didn't actually want to kill yourself.
Ah,
I'm like, oh, yes, well, that's very kind of you.
So throughout that very thin veil, she
Yeah.
was able to figure out that this is a prank phone call.
But also was concerned enough that,
Did she call it a prank phone call? Or did she
yes.
So did we find anything out?
So basically, and it's not really a definitive answer, but
Shocking.
prank phone call is often associated with children or immature behavior. A crank phone call is people that know better. It sounds like Nathan.
He kind of falls a little bit into it. Maybe a little both camps.
a little bit of
A little bit of both. So a prank phone call is with children
Yes.
that
Yes.
don't know any better. And
the Bart Simpsons of the world.
and a crank phone call is the Jerky Boys.
Yeah,
The
the
Jerky
Jerky
Boys.
Boys.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
know better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like that's a little bit of learn something today.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the general consensus, though.
No, that's just like an opinion that this site is giving. It's they're pretty much the same thing, but
pretty much
some
the same
people claim that this is the reason why they're different.
Yeah. It's dare I say that crank call could be a little more heady or a little more sophisticated
Sure.
of a
And not
of a
the
phone call.
you got Prince
not your-
Albert in a tin.
Is your refrigerator
running?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
classic.
And that could be the distinction. Hold on a second. I got the button for it. Where'd it go? I'll allow it.
Oh, geez.
If
On top of it, as always. By the way.
well, I'm getting better. Because I was going to say I'll allow it if the prank phone call is more like a knock knock joke or like standard jokes
Yeah.
that you tell that you learn when you're a child.
Sure.
And the crank phone call is more of like this nuance.
I want to string you along.
Yeah, I want to see how long
Yeah.
I can take you on this ride before you hang up or
Yeah.
I crack.
So, I mean, or did you? What was your experience with crank phone calls?
I
Prank
really
phone.
didn't do it. I did
Yeah.
have an uncle that would mess with telemarketers.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, is Kate there?
Yeah.
No, Kate got hit by a bus yesterday. Blah blah blah.
I gotcha.
Like that kind
That's
of
like
thing,
a reverse crank call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, a little more subtle
Yeah.
nuance, little, just putting it on its head a little
Is
bit.
that Steve Mabe? Is right? Or who's the guy?
Not
There's a
familiar.
really good. It was a Bob and Tom bit that they played, and it was like telemarketer calling him up, and he's like, I think it's Steve Mabe, something Mabe.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. He's like, yeah, oh yeah, make sure you take a bunch of pictures over there. Get all that blood in the pictures. Yes, yeah. So this is Detective so and so with Rochester PD. Yeah. So who is this again? Yeah, this is Alex from AT&T. Okay, Alex. So what was your relationship with Mr. Mabe? And he's like, I don't have a relationship.
Flipping it on its head.
Yeah, just
turning it
he's
around.
Like, well, no, come on. You can't. You called this number. This is the scene of a homicide. You need to be really forefront
That's a
about
good bit,
and
yeah.
just really get going. And then he's like, the best part was, where are you at right now, there, Alex? He's like, what? I'm in my office. Let's say I want to mail your ass a letter. Where would I put on the address? Tell me. I'm like, that's the best. I love that bit.
Tom Mabe.
Tom Mabe. Thank you.
Thank you, Shitty Jamie.
Yeah. If I was going to mail your ass a letter, what would I put on the envelope? I like that.
Okay.
I enjoyed that.
That's one way to fill 5 minutes of
Bob-
6-hour radio show in the morning. See, here's my only memory. Here's one of my.
That's my Bob and Tom impersonation. We're just
It's very good. Really, the only stand-up memory I had from the Bob and Tom show, which
Sure.
was a nationally syndicated radio
Yes.
show, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was very popular around here, but I always remember Bob and Tom after 9/11. For some reason, listening
What do you mean?
to I was listening to Bob and Tom, or I was in a car that was listening to Bob and Tom right after 9/11, and
Like days after or
Yeah.
hours after? Okay.
No, it wasn't hours after. They didn't like, guys, we got to get to the mics. We need Bob and Tom more than ever. Right now, we really need to, let's bring some stability to America right now. Quick, let's do a fart joke. No, it was, and they just had like a call-in show where people were telling their 9/11 experience.
stories?
Yeah. And it was obviously everyone's story was pretty much the same unless they were there. And they had a few people that were there or had a few people that like, and again, this goes back to the crank calls or prank anchors or whatever. Like, were they calling in me like, yeah, my brother was on the flight and everything like that? And I do remember they said like, oh, my brother called me and everything. And I was like, I don't think I had a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone at that point in time. And I'm
In
like,
2001, September?
in 2001. I mean, it was close. My parents gave me one and I was like, I don't want this thing at all. And another way for you guys to get in touch with me? No, thank you.
Hard pass.
But it was a long show of people calling in,
Calling in and telling
their 9/11 stories and a real somber Bob and Tom, you know.
Yeah, call in with your 9/11 stories. Where were you?
The segues were
On a very special episode of Bob and Tom.
exactly. We
Alex.
talk about everyone's 9/11 story.
What's his name? Alan Jackson just sitting there taking fucking notes. Yes. Where were you? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. All right. Yep. Okay.
Bob and Tom, for the likes of Alan Jackson and Toby Keith, rest in peace, is pretty much like the Bloomberg portal, you know, that people look at for the stock market.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All
It's
right.
how they can see where everything's kind of heading and what they need to really pay attention to.
Oh, Bob and Tom. Yeah. No. Nope.
So this brings me to, hold on, I thought of something. I found something online.
Okay.
And Shitty Jamie, we'll see if you can pull it up. If we can't pull it up, I'll find it.
Is it a recipe
But-
for raisin bread?
It's a Business Insider. Great website if you ever want to go to it.
Business Insider. I'm familiar.
Business Insider, most famous bands from each state.
Okay.
And,
All right.
And going through, watching, it was a video that I watched, and I'm assuming because it's Business Insider, there's got to be a list of it somewhere.
Is it all 50?
It's all 50.
That's a long video.
I mean, it was, you know,
They really kept it
a couple
chugging along.
minutes. You
I got
find
it.
You
I
got
got
it?
it. Yeah.
Do you have the video or the list?
I have the list.
Let's go through the list because we're going to go through, but there's some surprising names. Can we start with the top? We can go. We can bustle through.
Arizona,
From the state of Alabama. It should be.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama's Alabama. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we can guess if you want. If you can
Yeah,
think, you know.
I think. Yeah. All right.
Because right off the bat, Alabama surprised me because when my wife and I we went to Myrtle Beach a couple years ago, and there's a bar that's famous for Alabama like getting its start there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, wait, Alabama's not from fucking Alabama? Like, I mean, maybe they were all born there, but like
Sure.
this bar, whether the bar is lying, I don't know, maybe. But their bar's claim to
love that
fame is
shit.
that like that's where Alabama started playing and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, they could have moved.
I mean, it's very possible.
I think
Very
it's
possible.
going to be a better game if we can guess what's the next state.
Ooh, that's like, yeah, you're right.
Is it?
It's
You're
in
right.
alphabetical order.
Yeah, I
so-
know.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Okay, so
I
you
understand.
did Arizona.
I think it's. I think it's.
I'll go Arizona
I
now.
think it's Arizona.
Alaska.
Ah, fuck!
Damn
And
it.
the band is very surprising too.
Oh,
I can guess the band because I saw
I have
the
no
list.
clue.
But
It's
Portugal
the
the
Man,
man.
yeah.
Yes,
What's that?
Portugal the man.
Portugal. No. never
Now I
mind.
did not know they were from Alaska.
I had no idea. Yeah.
I have no idea who the hell that is.
Now outside of that, I might not remember any fucking thing.
Arizona.
Arizona.
You got to let
I
him
was gonna
guess.
guess that. I was gonna guess that.
Yeah, I'll give you Arizona.
Arizona. I have no idea who's even from Arizona. Quite frankly.
The Shins.
It's a Wayne's World reference to this, I guess. It's
Oh,
my clue.
Alice Cooper.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Colorado.
No, it's on me. I guess it's on me.
Well, no, it's where.
California.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
There's another A state.
Shit. Damn it. Arizona, Alaska, Alabama.
What is it?
I'd be good at this.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Oh,
Arkansas.
who the fuck's from Arkansas?
Evanescence.
Yes.
I do remember.
Because you watched the video.
I watched the video.
Okay.
This is the only reason why I shouldn't.
Evanescence is from Arkansas.
This is more of a memory game for me and a guessing game for you.
Okay, I'm California.
Do you want a hint?
Of the band from California?
They were originally called the Warlocks.
Is it California?
Yeah.
You want the state. Is he right about the state? Yeah. The Grateful Dead.
Grateful
I was going to
Dead?
see if he knew
No.
that.
Oh,
piece
no,
of trivia.
absolutely not.
I know
I
you
got
did.
you. Okay.
I know you
me
did.
and listen,
Hey.
me and the Grateful Dead. It's not like we are not peas in the pod.
Well, we got a long ways to go, so we can really flesh out the
Okay.
rules and parameters of this game here. So, how about you go back and forth
Okay.
on
All right.
states,
Okay.
and then you have to guess the band.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, California, and then I'm going to go Colorado.
Is it
Ding,
Colorado?
ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
You're never going to guess the band.
Musk Ox Johnny.
I'm just going to answer this one for
Yeah.
you because
Just
no
go
one's,
get-
Yeah.
One Republic.
Ooh,
Oh, really? All right. Sure. Okay. Colorado.
Colorado. Come on.
Delaware.
Oh, nope. Circle. Can I steal?
Sure.
Connecticut?
Yes.
Oh, Connecticut. Who's fuck's from Connecticut?
Crap. I can't remember this one. Who is it?
The singer died of anorexia, I think.
The Carpenters.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Next state.
That's for anorexia.
Oh, yeah.
And then this
never
one's-
fun.
This is for me getting
Yeah.
it right.
Okay.
Okay.
Del.
Karen Carpenter was her name.
Yes.
Yeah. Next state.
I stole
You
Connecticut.
stole Connecticut.
So
Is it Delaware?
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. Okay. Who the fuck's from Delaware?
that's another Wayne's World.
Delaware.
what are we
I
doing?
guess we're in Delaware.
Bobby doesn't enjoy this guy at all.
Well, that's a long list.
Long list.
Ryan Gosling put out
He's
an album.
considered a pretty good blues guitarist, but Bobby does not care for him.
This is not within my wheelhouse. Okay.
The list of.
George Thorogood and the
Oh
Destroyers.
yeah,
Oh, George Thorogood is from old Delaware.
yeah. It's just boring.
It's
Ding, 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 ding,
it's fine.
ding,
It has
ding,
its
ding,
place.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be your identity. George Thorogood shouldn't be your identity.
Oh.
But it can be in the mix.
Yeah.
It can be in the mix, right, Bobby?
Cut. It's. I feel like it was a time when like it could be used appropriately. Like
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, that's a cool use of George Thorogood. And then people were like, we're not going to let this go for the rest of our lives. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll move
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
So
Oh wait, so it's Delaware.
Delaware.
Let's go. Oh fuck!
Is there another D?
Is there another
state?
D state? That's what I'm trying to think
This is
of. Everyone's
the
yelling at their.
Dakotas, but that's not a state.
Well, they're not. They're
Okay.
not counting it that way.
All right, ABC.
Delaware.
D, E. There's no E's.
Georgia?
F.
Why?
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
It's Florida.
How can I forget Florida?
Who the fuck's Jimmy Buffett?
It is.
Wait. Hold on. Can I get a clue?
It is one of your favorite bands of all
Tom
time.
Petty and the Heartbreakers. That's what.
That is
Oh,
correct.
he's a Florida boy.
He's
eh?
a Tallahassee boy.
Oh, no fooling. Eh?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, old Tallahassee.
EF. Is there another F? No, I don't think there is. Nope, there's not. There's not. So, yeah, I think we are into G territory, which is Georgia, right?
Correct.
Okay. Who the fuck's from Georgia?
You want to give him a hint?
Ludacris?
Similar genre.
Do they count Outcast?
Outcast?
Outcast is a group, so yes.
Well,
a
did they-
band. Yep, Outcast is the
That's
answer.
the one that they
Okay,
gave.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't remember them saying
Hold
Outcast,
on.
but
Hold on. It has to be a group. It can't just be a single performer.
It's a famous band, so
yeah, it's true. Semantics, but
Sure. Okay. All right. Whatever the fuck ever. So Georgia, Hawaii.
correct.
All right. All right. Here we go.
now he's on the train.
Who is the guy? Who's the fat guy who sang "Somewhere Over the Rainbow"?
It's not him, and you guys will never get this unless Bobby remembers.
I don't remember.
Okay.
No.
Pepper.
Pepper. Yeah.
Who the fuck's Pepper?
I am not familiar with Pepper at all.
Pepper is they were a festival band. They would be like on like the second stage, like three bands down from the main act and everything like that. So I've never seen them. I think they're a well respected band, but I've never. That surprised me. Yeah, that surprised me on the list.
That there's not another band from Hawaii.
Idaho.
Correct.
Okay.
See, we're cooking with gas now.
Who's Idaho?
Never gonna guess this one either.
And this is why I wanted to bring this up, because there was a couple doozies where it's
Yeah.
like, holy shit, who the fucking should we move to Idaho and make a band?
Yeah, I'm really good. Okay, who is it then?
Who is it?
Built to Spill.
Oh, yeah, Built to Spill was one of those. Built to Spill is another band.
What song did they sing?
I've heard of them, but
Yeah, I saw them in Minneapolis not too long ago.
Are they like indie alts?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have heard them.
Yeah, they're known for like very long songs that are kind of like slow burns that build up to big moments and stuff.
Crescendo?
Yeah.
Let's use music terms.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Built to Spill. I always assumed though that they were from Minneapolis because that's
Okay.
where I thought they were from. So
Okay.
I was just wrong.
Illinois?
correct.
Illinois.
Bands we're not so good at. States we're getting there.
States in alphabetical order. Watch out, folks. I don't know. Cheap Trick?
You love this band.
Chicago?
It's not Chicago.
We're getting to some of those though.
Disco Pioneers.
Disco? The Bee Gees?
They're from Australia.
Disco funk, I guess. More so like
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, they're a Chicago band?
Look at you.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Illinois,
Illinois, then
I think Indiana.
That is correct.
you're just stealing it?
Listen, I'm watching hey, we got to get through 50 fucking states. When
Sure.
I see your gears start turning, I'm going to fucking jump in. Who the fuck's from Indiana, Bob?
The Jackson 5.
It is the
That's
Jackson.
what it was.
My hint-
Gary, Indiana.
My hint was going to be Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
God, I love Gary, Indiana so much. It's a fucking hellscape.
Beautiful
I love
city.
that.
Beautiful
Fucking
city.
A beautiful hellscape.
So fucking uneasy driving through Gary, Indiana. I love it. Oh my
I
gosh.
would vote for Joe Jackson for sheriff.
Yeah. So
He's just beating crime into the ground.
His slogan is, what did you just say?
the fuck you just say. And the next after Indiana, Indiana,
Go for it.
Iowa, and it's
Oh,
Slipknot.
yeah. That's
Nick,
like
how are you going to jail already? We're in the state.
And
I'm
there's no J
calibrating.
states.
I'm calibrating, okay?
And we all know what this one is.
Slipknot,
Yes.
Slipknot, right?
It's Slipknot. Yep.
Hey, friends of the show, Slipknot. And
There's no J states either.
No. I was just calibrating and saying, like, all right, so what we got to figure out here, okay? Are we done? There's no real process to this game
Yeah.
yet.
No.
Okay.
So no J states, no K states.
Kansas.
Kansas. Oh Jesus, Kansas.
Now, see? Who looks like a fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it Kansas?
Kansas and Kansas? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see?
Which
There-
I'm looking at
Kentucky.
looking at the photo of this, and dude has an eye patch. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
which member of the
Oh,
band
yeah.
it is, but
Yep.
Yeah. There's a dude who wears.
I
an
believe
eyelash.
it was the singer. It might have been, or the harmonica player.
did not know that.
Kentucky is the next state.
That is correct.
No K states. Name
There's no K states.
There's get the fuck out of here.
Like K State is like a fucking school.
A very big hippie band is my hint.
From Kentucky. Ooh, I don't remember this one.
I have no idea. No.
Like alt rock, hippie-ish. They have a big follow, like a Dave Matthews style following.
Fish.
Can I get one more clue?
It's not OAR. They're a Chicago band.
I don't know how to do it without giving it away because I don't listen to them very often.
Okay. Well,
Just give it away because
then
we
who
got,
is it? Who is it?
My Morning Jacket.
My Morning Jacket. Yes.
Nope.
They're not a hippie band, by the way, just so you know.
I know a lot of hippies that are super into them, I guess.
I know
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
their music
hippies.
well. I don't know their music well.
They're a big festival band, which you might
Yeah, which
get
is
confused
the same
with.
thing. It's
no,
the same thing.
No, because they're not a jam band, but in any stretch of the imagination.
They're not a jam band.
They are not a jam band at all.
What is their singer's name?
Something J. It's like two J's.
I've seen a lot of his videos, and they seem
They're not-
very hippie-ish.
I've seen My Morning Jacket at least
Again,
twice.
yeah, I don't know. So,
They're not a hippie band. But
I
anyway,
don't know. What
All right.
do we got next, boys?
JK.
L.
Louisiana.
Yep, and you guys will never get this one.
Yeah, this one was a weird. This is like a local Mardi Gras band that's
Really?
like the biggest band. Or maybe no, was this like an old like 50s, 60s like Motowny act? What is it?
They won a Grammy in 1990.
In 90?
They're from New Orleans.
Nolans.
Nolans.
I don't know. Milli Vanilli.
I think they've been around probably since the 80s. It doesn't say much.
Okay. All right.
What's their name?
The Neville Brothers?
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, they won a Grammy though, huh?
They want, well, they
Good
just
for
give them
them.
away these days.
Good for them.
Okay.
Louisiana.
M. I'll go Minnesota.
No, Michigan.
Michigan. You're pointing in a direction.
Min-
Oh, South Dakota? No. Wait. What number are we on?
We're on
What letter?
I think it's the most northern state in the country.
North Dakota?
Besides Alaska?
Maine. Maine.
Ah, that's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we forgot the A part.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Like Cole just randomly pointed in a direction.
I pointed
Like-
up and over.
Like we all know Maine is that direction. Up
I mean,
there.
he was pointing. Technically, he was pointing north. He wasn't pointing northeast, but he was pointing north. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We got it. Maine.
Okay.
Maine. Who the fuck's in Maine?
Don't know this band at all.
Okay. Then just say it.
Rustic Overtones.
Oh, fantastic band. Great band. Wow. Next is Massachusetts.
There we go. Now we're back.
No.
No. What?
No?
After Maine?
Another M.A.
Yeah, Massachusetts. M.A.
There's
What is it?
Maryland.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck them.
Maryland.
Fuck them. And they're weird.
Is that Hall and Oates?
Yeah.
No.
It's a weird shaped state.
It is named after, not named after a baseball team, but they share a name with the baseball team.
The outfield?
They share a name with a baseball team. The Indians? No.
The Orioles.
Ooh, no.
Are you
All right.
familiar at all?
We're moving on.
Okay. Hold on. Now it's Massachusetts? Okay. Flogging Molly or
No, this
House
is
of Pain.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith? No.
No, they're the
who's
tricky
from-
one.
Is it Boston?
It's much more obvious than that.
Boston.
It's Boston.
Boston.
It's
That's
Boston.
what it was. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Are you on track with it now?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's Boston's from Boston. Shit. Okay, Massachusetts. Then I think we are in
Michigan?
Are we in Michigan
Correct.
territory? Okay. Who the the Supremes? I mean, there's 1,000 fucking.
You are in the right ballpark.
So many fucking Motown fucking.
I would say probably the biggest Motown artist.
The Temptations.
The Temptations.
Okay. All right.
I didn't remember that one.
Okay. Michigan, and
Then we're gonna go.
I think we're
We're off the M's then.
No, we got to go to. Are we in Montana? Is there
Montana.
is there another MI? No, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We gotta
Prince.
get-
That's
yeah.
Prince.
Yes,
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, that one's not. It's not built to spill. I'll tell you that.
no.
Okay. Now we're into Montana,
Now we're in. No, gosh, hold on.
Mississippi.
Yes.
That's where
Yes.
I saw the
Yes.
look in Cole's eyes.
Mississippi.
I'm just
who's-
excited about the band.
I know. Yeah. Give Nathan some clues because I know the band. This is the whole reason I
Okay.
brought it up.
They also had a 9/11 song.
Chumbawamba.
They're rock, like one of the main rock 9/11 songs.
Yeah.
It's Three Doors Down.
That is correct, good sir.
Which one's sadder, Creed or Three Doors Down?
Probably Creed because they're not a band anymore. At least Three Doors Down is still touring.
So are we out of the M's?
No, we got
tell us.
Montana.
Yeah, we got Montana.
Still not there, boys.
God, we suck at this.
Mississippi.
Missouri.
Missouri.
jeez.
It's not Nelly and the St. Lunatics.
Oak Ridge Boys.
Okay, my hint here is it's very similar to Joe Jackson in this situation.
Ooh. Ike and Tina Turner?
Yeah.
Motown domestic abuse for 1,000, Alex. Jeez.
You know, I'm not condoning it, but
That's a good clue, right?
it's a really good clue. Yeah, I'm not condoning, beating up on people
Are
and
they
assault.
from St. Louis? Or
Does it say Springfield, Missouri?
Springfield? That's right in the dead center there.
I don't know. I can't remember.
It doesn't say on this
It
site.
doesn't say. But
Okay.
They produce results. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Joe Jackson had a lot of faults, but God damn it.
Now it's fucking Montana. Now it's Montana.
Who we got to Montana?
God.
Never
Kevin
gonna
Costner.
guess
And
it.
I'll never have any idea. Okay, it's a big state where nobody lives and certainly no music comes out of it.
None.
It is.
Silkworm.
Who the fuck's Silkworm?
Nope.
Zero idea.
We'll look him up. We'll look him
Okay,
up.
now I
It's
think-
Kevin Costner's band.
Now I think we are into the ends. So I'm gonna say Nebraska.
I was going to say Nebraska. No?
Yes.
Okay.
Not what's the whoever the guys that sang 25-25.
I'm going to just
Zager
steal
and
it.
Evans.
Nope, I'm just going to steal Bright Eyes.
It is Bright Eyes.
Who the
I was
fu-
going to give you a
would-
good hint.
I don't know who the fuck
Connor
that is.
Orbis? Come on, man.
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
I would say if John Mayer and emo music had a baby, it would be Bright Eyes.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to that.
Is that
at
right?
all.
Is about accurate?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I would say
I don't want to listen to that.
everyone's favorite band when they were 16 at
At
the
your age.
2000s. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
We can move on.
All right. Then I think we're going to New Mexico.
Ooh.
One before that.
One before
Nevada. No.
Correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
V
V
before
W.
W,
Exactly,
yeah.
Nevada.
Who's from Nevada?
Is it the Killers?
This is a very popular band
they're from,
that
like, Utah.
Bobby cannot stand.
Oh, it's Imagine Dragons.
It is Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. In
What's wrong with Imagine Dragons?
it's just I'm not a believer, I guess. I don't know.
It's like it's fine.
It's just a lot of this. It's fine. We don't need to get into why I don't like Imagine Dragons. It's okay. But I
think
thought,
it's
but
more reflection
I
on
know
yourself.
Brandon Flowers is from Utah, but the Killers formed in Nevada, in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the
thought they-
guitar player.
I thought they were all Mormons.
No, only Brandon Flowers was a Mormon, and they formed in Las Vegas because the guitar player is from Pella, Iowa.
No shit.
Yeah, and
Dutch
and-
country right there.
And I'm sorry, I know Imagine Dragons has had a really nice run over the last 10, 15 years, probably 15 years now. But the Killers are an international band. They are way bigger. That was the one where I saw. I was like, Killers much? But anyway.
Yeah, I wonder what they're basing that off of. Anyways, okay, all right, New Mexico.
I didn't scroll down. There's actually several states before that.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, what?
Before Nevada?
Before New Mexico.
Oh, before New Mexico?
Okay.
And just keep in mind, there's a lot of new states in this country.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not New York because that comes before, after Mexico.
So what did when did you start
Jersey,
skipping?
New Jersey,
I didn't skip. I didn't scroll down. I said there's one before it.
yeah.
I didn't mean to
New
say that.
New Jersey.
Gotcha.
Not quite right yet.
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's Aerosmith.
That is Aerosmith.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Now
Then
we're into
New Jersey.
Now we're in New Jersey. This
Bruce
one-
Springsteen?
Yeah,
Of course.
should be obvious.
And the E Street Band.
we can power
Okay,
through these.
all right.
Are we in New York now?
No, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
I have no idea who's from Santa Fe.
Is that the
Broadway.
Shins?
That is the Shins.
Okay.
Carrying is creepy.
All right. And then New York.
New
Okay.
York.
It's kind of a staple band.
Staple band.
Think about the scene from the 70s.
It's the Ramones.
It's the Ramones.
And I
yeah.
didn't
yeah.
agree with that one either. But
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a big
as far-
state.
yeah, well, there's a lot of shoes there, but anyway. Now
Okay.
are we caught up to Nevada?
No. We did Nevada.
I know. I'm just wondering,
No. Nevada's before New Mexico.
We did New Mexico. We were out of the ends.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know where we got lost. 'cause
Okay.
That's,
no,
that's
no.
all I'm trying to
He
figure
just
out. Alphabet aside.
yeah.
I have a very small screen here, so
Okay.
okay.
So okay.
We're working on it.
so
People would donate to
we're
the show.
out of the N's and we are into the O's. So
we're.
Oklahoma.
I'm sorry, we're out of the news.
Oh,
We're out of the news. We're never out of the news
Oh
here.
my
This could be a
gosh.
podcast. Huey Lewis would fuck himself
North
with
Dakota.
the news.
North Carolina.
That is correct, sir.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
P.D. Pablo.
I really dig this band. That's my clue. I'm gonna start to
Incubus.
bring it up here a little bit.
He's getting all.
Oh, he's getting all southern.
like north of Luxembourg
There's
over here.
there's a fiddle involved.
Charlie Daniels.
Charlie Daniels.
Charlie Daniels band.
Interesting clue with the old.
North of Luxembourg accent. So North Dakota.
Correct.
North Dakota. Once again, another state nobody's
Never
actually
gonna get
lives
it.
there.
Just say it.
Fantastic band out of Bismarck, North Dakota is
Bobby V and the Strangers.
Bobby V. That's an oldie. That's an oldie band.
Yep, Bobby V.
Okay.
I dare say I might have met that dude.
Are we out of Norths? I think we're out of Norths. So now we're out of N's.
Okay.
And now we're into O's, and we are in Oklahoma.
Ohio.
Ohio. That means good morning in Japanese.
Don't try to make yourself seem smart by
Sweet.
reading
I
Ohio.
only know that from a shitty, weird music video I watched.
This game is showing how dumb we all are.
Okay. Ohio. Gosh, who's the Cincinnati band?
Drew Carey.
Ohio.
Isn't there a band with Ohio in the name, like the
The
Ohio, Players? The Ohio Players.
Yeah, they did Roller Coaster of Love.
Yeah, the Ohio Players.
It's another band that you don't care for, Bobby.
That's
And
the
they
theme
are,
of the show.
Those are a dime a dozen, quite frankly.
and they are, like you said, a carbon copy of somebody you do like a lot.
A carbon copy of somebody I do like a lot. Huh.
2000s to today.
Of a band that I don't like.
Bluesy.
Bluesy.
Okay.
Yeah, give it to me.
The Black Keys.
Oh, the black. Okay, yeah.
'Cause
It's not that
they're not a carbon copy of the White Stripes.
It's not that I don't like them. I can just understand Jack White's hatred for them.
I think that's unwarranted. I think it's like
I like both of them a lot. So
and they're different. They're like
I mean,
they're completely different.
no, I mean not really.
Just
Not a
be-
lot of two. There's not a lot of two-member guitar drum bands out there,
Except
especially
for-
that time when the White Stripes became
I would say
huge.
Cold Gibbs are
I
they
mean,
completely
they're
different?
bluesy garage rock.
they came out pretty similar time too.
They came about the same time. They both have white and black monotone colors in their like
When Jack White moved to Nashville, they moved to Nashville right behind him, and they sent their kids to his school as well. Like, yeah, it's fine.
because it's surprise. It's probably the good school in Nashville.
No, I'm just
Anyhow,
saying, this is Jack White just saying, like, hey, I'm tired of these guys fucking ripping me off for the last 15 years. And, like, yeah, that's probably a fair assessment. Yeah. Guy
Okay.
closest to the fire.
all right, or too close to see the trees. You know what I mean?
I'll always
Ohio.
side
Now
with
we're
Jack
now we're
White.
in fucking Oklahoma. Please be for the love of fucking God, be Oklahoma.
What? Are you not having fun with this?
No, I'm just saying. I've guessed Oklahoma like 5 times now.
Okay.
It is Oklahoma.
And this one I knew automatically.
who is this?
This is the Flaming Lips.
That is correct. I knew Bobby would get
You
this
want to go
one.
watch them in the amphitheater down in Cedar Rapids in the summer?
No.
Okay, all right, just double checking.
No.
Okay, Oklahoma and then Oregon.
Correct.
Okay, Oregon.
I know this one too, and
Who's from Oregon?
the Decemberists.
A quintessential indie band from the 2000s. Yes, the
I
Decemberists.
played guitar with them on stage. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Name dropping piece of shit.
Met Bobby V, I think, if I can remember correctly. Maybe it was Bobby Vinton. I met a Bobby V somebody.
Yeah. Pennsylvania.
Correct.
Ooh. Who's from
Look
PA?
at the big brains on Brett over
Who
here.
is from PA?
My hint is they're from Philadelphia.
They're from Philly.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Is it really? I was
Motown
facetious.
Philly.
I love it.
Okay.
Nice.
Pennsylvania.
I'm just happy. Well, it couldn't have been Taylor Swift because she's not a band. But anyway,
P. Is there another P band?
no, Pittsburgh's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, okay.
There's not another P.
We're out of P's. Elemental
Panama
P.
City is just a city.
That's
It's not a
just
state.
city. And it's a city state, but so Pennsylvania. So Elemental P Q. No R.
Rhode Island.
Yeah,
That is correct.
See, together we make a functional brain.
Ooh, I have no idea. Like my name
Is this Hall and Oates?
This is not.
Damn it!
Who's in from Rhode Island?
I will say my hint is they put on one of the best movie concerts of all time from the 80s.
Not Led Zeppelin. They're not from Rhode Island.
Very theatrical.
Pink Floyd.
They are not from
They're
Rhode
from
Island either.
He had some sweet ass dance moves.
Peter Gabriel, David Bowie. These guys are not from Rhode Island.
No, what's his name? Van Halen.
He
They're not from Rhode
the
Island.
lead.
I don't know.
Okay, last clue. The lead singer did an album with Saint Vincent.
Oh, is it Talking Heads?
It's Talking Heads.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Talking Heads.
That is a pretty.
They're from Rhode Island.
That tracks, quite frankly.
And I thought forever, like, Talking Heads, clearly they're a British band. There's no way. But Rhode Island might be Britain of America.
It's the same thing. It's the same
Right?
thing.
Yeah, they played at what was the famous place in New York? Like as it started,
CBGB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, that's not Rhode Island.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying they worked up.
I feel like that's the
coast.
last R. There's no. That's
Correct, sir.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
S.
All-
South.
All-time
Carolina.
favorite of mine. Yes,
South
correct.
Carolina.
South Carolina.
We all love this band.
We all love this band.
Yep.
South Carolina.
As quintessential 90s rock as you possibly could get.
Dave Matthews?
Same kind of area.
Blues Traveler?
Same
Offspring?
kind of area.
Offspring, I think, is California.
Yeah.
Everyone thought his actual name was...
Oh, Hootie and the Blowfish.
There you go.
There we go.
I love Hootie. He's a good singer.
Dude, Mel Darius Rucker can... He
South
can
Dakota.
hum a tune.
Correct.
South Dakota.
This is a band I really, really loved in 2007, 2008.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are never going to get it.
Okay.
I'll never get it.
Arctic Monkeys.
Probably not. They were
They're not from South Dakota.
very emo. It's just such a random band. The
Saving
Thrice.
Grace.
The Spill Canvas.
Oh, yeah. No, that would have been
Nope.
forever.
Nope.
Built to Spill and Spill Canvas on a tour called We Knocked It Over.
No. Okay, so
Someone get a rag.
is there another South? I think we're out of Souths.
Nope. Sarasota, Florida. Oh, shit.
Shit, that's another city state.
It's another one. Saskatchewan. That's Canada.
I think Texas.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay.
Don't forget Nashville. Now, this is big.
No, well, how many are actually from Nashville, and how many? Brooks and Dunn. I don't
This is interesting
know. Okay.
because it is a solo artist that they're including his band essentially,
Okay.
and one of the biggest people in music from probably the 50s and 60s.
Elvis.
Same ballpark, recorded at the same studio,
Jerry Lee Lewis.
same Sun Records.
Sun Records.
Yeah, who was the other main?
Johnny
Little
Cash.
Richard?
Johnny Cash and the Tennessee Three.
Interesting.
Okay. All
The
right.
Tennessee 3. Never.
Oh, so now we're in Tejas, right?
Yeah.
You say Tejas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tejas.
That's how I say it.
Yes.
I try to honor the roots of
Yeah.
the state.
It's like Nowlands, Chicago,
Classic
Tejas.
rock and roll band.
Alabama. Fuck.
I have no
ZZ
idea.
Top.
ZZ
Is it ZZ Top? Yeah.
You want to talk about just two dudes, just I'm sorry, three dudes.
3 dudes.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Don't
I forgot
forget
about
Frank Beard.
Frank
the,
Beard.
the only guy without a beard, man.
Frank Beard.
Don't you try to
Okay,
steal
see?
ZZ Top's thunder
I
and say that they're ripping off the White Stripes. Fuck off.
I watched. So I was working backstage at a ZZ Top concert here in town.
Oh, name drop
Yeah, I
much?
know, right? I was like working backstage, and so they. It was
Just giving little hand jibbers back
It
there.
was my favorite part about it was like, okay, so they play their last song, they go off for their fake encore, getting to come back on for their encore.
Right.
As soon as like he exited the stage, Frank Beard immediately lit up a cigarette and just like started just inhaling it as fucking fast as he could. And then like he's like, all right, it's time to go get it. And he's like, yeah, fucking just fucking threw it down in fucking just anger. And this is like inside like, and there's just shit all over the place. You know, there's curtains and cabling and all of that's just fucking hanging around. And he just threw a fucking lit cigarette on the ground.
He's in ZZ Top. He can do what he wants,
It's like-
okay?
I believe it's in Frank Beard's dead, correct? This is a rest in peace.
Frank Beard is dead, as well as one of the other guys. There's a ZZ Top guy left.
There's one remaining ZZ Top dude?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah,
gonna have to pause
pause the game
here.
to figure that out. But also, the nice thing about ZZ Top, as we're loading up the trucks at the end of the night, the guys walked past us and said, "Thank you very much for all your hard work. This was a good gig, guys. Thank you." And I'm like, "That's nice. That's
It's very nice.
you don't get that."
Frank Beard is still alive.
Frank Beard
Hill
still
died.
Okay.
Who did? Billy Gibbons.
Oh, I said Hill.
Oh,
Hill
Hill?
death.
What?
Hill Dog.
I don't know the members of ZZ Top, so
Outside of Frank Beard.
Billy Gibbons is still alive, and Frank Beard's still alive.
Who is the third member of ZZ Top?
It's Hill. Yeah, Hill died.
Dusty Hill.
Dusty Hill.
Yeah, he did die.
Okay.
In 2021.
I'm very excited about this next state because I feel like you guys are going to guess the band immediately
Okay.
just based off the state.
So, hold on.
Can we go back to where we were?
We were in Texas.
We finished off the T's.
T's, so we're done with T's.
So Tulsa's off the table.
Yeah, because that's a city state in Oklahoma. So we're in Utah.
Utah.
Killers? No?
It's
Donnie Marie Osmond.
the Osmonds. It's very Utah. Very Utah.
So
That's why I feel
Utah.
the Killers got screwed on this. They got the 2 states that they could claim. They got fucked over by the Imagine Dragons and the Osmonds.
This makes so much fucking sense that this band's from this fucking state.
Okay,
God
so
damn it.
Virginia.
That's another one where I think I can see it in Cole's eyes.
All right, Virginia.
No.
Where Utah? Well,
Why would I be
What?
upset about a state?
Vermont.
Yes.
Vermont.
And guess what band's from fucking Vermont? And it makes so much sense with Patagonia and Subarus and
God, give me one more hint, buddy.
Is it a lesbian?
about as hippie-ish of a band as you could get. Well, like in the world of Grateful Dead.
Okay. Cake, not cake. Fish.
It is Fish.
Is whew.
Okay.
Wow.
Makes so much sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Okay. Now
Just
we're
Trey Anastasio, just being like, hey, you know what?
Yeah, I like Subarus and Patagonia.
so Virginia.
You should go as Trey Anastasio for Halloween one year.
Oh, not for Christmas.
Yeah, for Christmas too. You could be what Trey Anastasio Claus,
Okay.
because with your beard.
Hey guys, and for your present this year is like a 45-minute long song.
No. For your present this year, we donated to the local Humane Society for you in your honor, man.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty cool.
Hard pass.
It is Virginia, by the way.
It's Virginia. Who the fuck's from Virginia?
I've been circling around this band the entire night.
Is this Dave Matthews Band?
Dave Matthews, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So TUV Virginia.
No more V's. Well,
Sure,
West
one
Virginia?
more?
No.
No, because that'd
Not
be
there yet.
W.
Well, that's,
Wait, what?
we've all taken a pill. I can't remember.
What would be the first state in the W's?
Washington.
Washington. Should be an obvious one here, boys.
Spin Doctors.
Nirvana. It randomly says Spin Doctors was a close second.
Spin Doctors. It was a close second. Oh, if it wasn't for Kurt Cobain and Nirvana, Spin Doctors.
Little Miss can't be wrong.
Oh yeah, that would have been the Smells Like Teen Spirit. You know.
So Washington. So now we're into Wests.
It's not a area that people normally consider to be a state, I guess. It's its own thing. I don't know what to describe it as.
Washington D.C.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
A sovereign
That
state.
is
A sovereign
actually
state.
a city state.
A city state. Okay.
Here I am, Panama City,
I don't know who's in Washington.
Washington D.C.
Minor threat. I have no
Oh,
idea.
they're a punk band,
Okay,
hardcore punk band.
okay. So now we're in the West, right?
Yes.
So
West
Virginia.
Correct.
Is that the only one?
Don't know this band at all either.
West Delaware.
No, West Virginia is the
West
answer.
Delaware is a local high school.
You don't know this band?
No.
Okay.
Okay, what are they?
Asleep at the Wheel.
Oh, you never want to do that. That's gonna be bad.
No.
That's gonna be a.
Is there another West band? Is there another West state? No.
West State. Yeah.
That's it. That's the only one, huh? Wyoming.
No.
Oh, what's
Winona Ryder. Fuck, that's not a state.
after?
That's
We're
an actress.
running out of states here. What other W states between West and Wyoming? So
It's right next to us, boys.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Jeez. Oh,
See,
I
it's-
got it. Oh my gosh.
Everyone thinks it's easy, but it's not. It's hard.
Naming states in alphabetical order is a lot harder, guys. So Wisconsin, who's from
Cake?
fucking
No, but kind of same.
Or no, not cake. Sorry.
Same era. Same
Garbage.
No, you're
No?
you're
who's from
close.
Really? It's not garbage.
Oh, something about blisters.
Oh, fucking what's their names? Shit. Not New Radicals. Fucking
Blisters in the Sun.
yeah, Blister in the Sun by
Oh, the what's the name of the band?
Murder
Violent Femmes.
The
yeah.
Violent Femmes. Oh,
Why can't I get just one kiss?
yeah. Okay. Anyway,
All right.
we'll move on.
Okay, Wisconsin, Wyoming, motherfucker.
Just gonna say it. Teenage Bottle Rocket. I don't know what that is.
In Wyoming?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
okay. No.
We'll look all these up individually and we'll report back.
Oh no. That's the end of the article.
Oh, we ended it with Wyoming. Oh, jeez.
That's what everybody loves to do. End in Wyoming. You know, that's how it is.
That does sound like a shitty indie movie. Like
End in Wyoming.
End in Wyoming.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, no, that's a lot of states and a lot of bands. I'm glad we figured that out.
I felt like I learned something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy that I can understand the alphabet. You know, ish. Well, it's also there's like 50 of them. There's a 50 nifty states, dude. It's a lot.
There were some hit and miss there. I mean, I felt we got into a little bit of a groove, and we fell out of that groove. And then
then we
I got
forgot
cities,
Wisconsin.
and then you forget the things that are around you quite a bit.
It's a whole thing.
So, but I
It's
don't
a
feel
real
that's anyone's fault. You know, that's why I always fear getting pulled over and having the DUI check, and they want you to say the alphabet backwards.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, on my best day, there's no fucking way.
Well, that's why you don't say that for starters. And
no. This is a shared space between you.
ZYXWVUT. That's kind of where I lose it. That's
TUV. You said VUT.
VUT.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I can barely read.
TUD.
What do you mean?
ZYX.
See, I can't do it, man.
ZYXWVUT.
SRQ. See, no.
OMNL. It's
hard.
It's hard. And also, hey, guess what? You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You can refuse to do
It's
all
an
that.
it's an unreasonable ask.
You can totally refuse all of that, by the way.
So Cole, you've kept up with your movies. Nathan, you of course have ignored all this.
Yeah. Hey, no, I looked up the other day that I can rent Anatomy of a Fall on Amazon, so I'll do that.
Okay.
sometime.
What did you watch instead of watching your movie? What did you say yesterday?
What did I watch?
Immediately forgot the movie.
What did I watch yesterday? I watched Dune the other day.
Nothing to do with the
nothing-
Oscar.
Well, it was leaving Netflix, so I'm like, I haven't watched this yet.
So
And-
leaving Netflix is more important than
yes,
this podcast.
Yes. Well,
It's-
hold on. I've got until
Hey.
whenever the Academy Awards are.
And guess what? It's still on HBO Max, and it's not going anywhere on HBO Max. So
No, that's fine. And I got to remember, I got to look up if American Fiction is like available anywhere. That's the other one.
Because your movies were Poor Things. Did you watch that?
No, it's not American Fiction. It's
It's a Poor Things, Anatomy
I
of
have
a Fall.
American Fiction.
you've got American Fiction.
You have Poor Things, Anatomy of a
Fall,
and
and
you watched
Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah, and I watched Maestro.
So you did one of three so far.
So far. Yeah, I'll watch Anatomy of a Fall here pretty soon. But I gotta pay money to rent it, and I'll do it for this fucking bit. Which
It's a write-off.
Sure, yes, yeah. I hope the IRS is not listening.
If you guys,
my God.
IRS is friends of the show. We really appreciate it. So Cole, you did watch. Have you watched any of your movies yet? I mean,
Just Oppenheimer.
you just watched Oppenheimer. That was your first pick.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your report on Oppenheimer?
Loved
I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. It's fantastic. Acting's amazing.
was-
The way they cut between time is really cool. And basically kind of shows off how he basically got dismissed after,
That's the
coming up with one of the more important creations in military
interesting.
history.
Yeah. So I listened to an interview with Christopher Nolan and one of the co-authors of the American Prometheus, the book that is the biography of Oppenheimer. And Nolan said that he structured, the third act kind of as a courtroom drama, the second act as kind of a heist film, almost. Then I was kind of wondering, what was the first act like? Kind of, what would you describe that first act as?
It's building the team and kind of
Building a team.
Marvel movie.
like, Matt Damon, having that interaction with Matt Damon. And
Matt
have you guys
Damon.
not seen it yet?
No.
No, we haven't watched it. No,
No. Okay.
No.
It's.
I just listened.
I don't want to give it too much away, but I would say it's kind of him building his team.
Do they set the bomb off?
How they're going to do it. I don't know if you've read history books, but yes,
Yeah,
they did.
they did in fact successfully detonate an atomic bomb.
In Rhode Island, or where was this? Where did they do this?
New Mexico.
New Mexico is where they test it, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Which band was from New Mexico?
The Shins.
The Shins, yeah.
Is that what the
tracks.
first album, the Shins album's about?
Oh, the Shins is heavily featured in Oppenheimer, by the way.
Oh, really? Good for them.
That would be good. It's like a Sunday night football. Like the music director. It's like, we're in Seattle, so we got to play grunge. They're like,
Yep.
I guess we're doing a movie about the nuclear bomb, so
It was the only
it's all Shins, baby.
It was the only thing that distracted me from the entire movie. Was just like, I don't.
Do
I
we
need,
really need to hear new slang right now?
I like.
Yeah.
I mean, Carrion is creepy. Kind of made sense a little bit,
Yeah.
but
I like that Christoper Nolan is just a huge fan of Sunday Night Football, and he's like, we should do this for our next movie. Like, it's going to be centered in New Mexico. Like, hey, assistant, what's the biggest band from New Mexico? I found this Business Insider. It's the Shins.
Okay,
I'll buy up their discography
We
right
can
now.
make this work. We can make this work.
And I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, shoots too narrow plays. It's really good. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So you liked Oppenheimer though?
I mean, Christopher Nolan
I love Christopher Nolan.
doesn't really miss, and then I'd say this is probably his masterpiece. I mean, Dark
wow.
Knight is one of my favorite movies of all time,
my.
and obviously Inception's great,
my.
Interstellar's great, but I think if he's to win Best Picture, this should be the movie.
Yeah.
And this is, I feel, part of the reason why I wanted to do this experiment and this exercise, though, is because it's clearly the favorite to win.
It's a favorite. It's the favorite
to win
yeah.
Best Picture. And so you saying that Oppenheimer is a good movie, it shouldn't be like we should be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
no
that
doubt.
goes into that goes into Christopher Nolan's like,
But I'm saying, though,
dude doesn't make bad movies. Dude,
No. I mean, what was your take on Tenet?
I love Tenet. I thought Tenet was fantastic. It was kind of a watch again kind of movie
Yeah.
where you need.
Like I like almost immediately rewatched it. Like I got done watching Tenet,
And you
then
pick
I,
up
like,
so much in the second watching.
immediately
Yeah.
rewatched it. Yeah, and then like rewatched it again like 2 days later because I
I
there's a
rewatched
lot
it
going on.
probably 3 months ago, and I was just like
it's a good.
amazing. It's
Well,
like
the
so well done.
The thing I love about Tenet is that it's literally just a series of heists, and I enjoy a good heist movie, a heist TV show. So
Heist Tower.
no, I didn't watch that one.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well, you said you like them.
I did enjoy that there was no like underlying kind of thing going on in this movie. It was just a straightforward
That's pretty straight.
biopic. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking like a motive?
Yeah,
Or a
There
message?
wasn't like,
all
Interstellar
men are
and
bad? Right.
Tenet, like having its, backwards and forwards kind of.
and also like Dunkirk.
I gotcha.
I don't know. I've rewatched Dunkirk recently.
It's great, but
It took me a while to figure out how out of sequence everything is in that movie. So I was like,
I just like his use of tones and like the anxiety that kind of came from that.
Yeah.
Like
Christopher Nolan's really good, Bobby.
Yeah, no one's
The
denying
Prestige is really good.
that. Yeah.
Memento's really
This
good.
is like Sam Rockwell. No one's on the other side of this argument here.
And again, when you ask me about Oppenheimer, it's hard for me to say like, yeah, it's Christopher Nolan movie. It's really good.
It's really good.
But that's when I go back to like the exercise. I'm like, when I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I told you guys it was a good movie, and then it won an Academy Award, and then you guys gave me shit because like, oh yeah, it won the Academy Award, it must be good.
Well,
it's like,
no,
of
because
course, yeah, but like,
you were sitting there beating your chest like you're a tastemaker.
No.
We all knew about the movie, and I knew it was going to be good.
I was.
Guys, you have to watch it. It's the best movie. I think it's gonna win Best Picture.
I never said
I'm
those
telling
words.
you,
Can you get on the
probably have never-
microphone?
No,
You-
I'm yelling,
well,
and that's what you got to do. No, I think
no. My
I
point.
think you were trying to play like your tastemaker card. I'm like, yeah, it looks good.
No, I said it was good. That's all I said. I didn't say it's gonna win Best Picture at all.
You didn't say that.
No, I said it's good and you guys should watch it. And then it was like literally the night before the Academy Awards. That's when I watched it, though. That's all I'm saying. That's why we got ahead of this shit because I told
yeah.
you like the next day.
It's really good.
And then it won, and I said, and I think I maybe sent texting like, "Yeah, see, I told you it was a good movie." And that's what it is. So like when Oppenheimer wins, and it goes. And if you and I have not watched Oppenheimer yet, by
Yeah.
the time the Academy
Then
Awards
we have
happen.
to wait like 6 months.
And then if Cole sends a text message saying, "See, I told you it was a good movie," it's like no one disagreed.
No, I didn't. I know you guys won't because
Like,
it's
you coming
great.
at you coming at me saying like, "Oh, Christopher Nolan's really good." I'm like, yeah,
Christopher Nolan's really good.
Many of his movies are some of my favorite movies. Like he should win. He should have won.
He
Honestly,
should have won an Oscar
for Dark
Yeah.
Knight. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, yes. That's,
What else was
Dark
in the
Knight
slate?
is fantastic.
Well, what else was? Which one? Dark Knight. Well,
Inception probably should have won.
I really liked it. I like them all. No, hey, what was the slate of films? The year of Dark Knight.
That's a shitty Jamie question.
That's a
and
shitty-
He's on.
yeah,
He's
get
on
on the
old
case.
clickers.
So
That's what I call a keyboard.
What else? I
The old
call them the
clicker.
clickers.
I call
I'm curious. Yeah, what did win Best Picture that year?
Beast picture.
Beast Picture. And what?
He's become an old Ukrainian woman.
Hey, listen.
I just gotta say it's a 9 on IMDb, which is, that's very very hard
For
to
The
get
Dark
to.
Knight?
For
Yeah.
a movie, let alone a superhero movie. Like, it's
And
really
they
good.
let him go. They let him go. Guys,
It's
get
really
this. It's really good.
Guys, I don't need you.
I mean, like, I don't know if you've watched it yet, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's like
You need to watch it because I think it's a very good movie.
this Chris Nolan dude knows what he's doing.
He might be pretty good. It's the 3rd rated movie on IMDb's top 250.
Okay, all right.
And didn't win Best Picture
It's not
or Best
letting
Director.
me open the
other
damn nominations wins thing. Okay, here it is. It is Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire. What was the other
Yeah, what were the other ones?
Best Picture nominations?
Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Milk,
Ooh,
The Duchess,
Okay.
okay.
Man on Wire, The Reader.
Wait, what year is this again?
This is
Is
So
it's
it
the
was
81st. So 2009. So the movie came out in 2008, but this
Okay.
is 2009 Oscars.
Okay. All right, just want to pull it up here myself just to
yeah.
get some eyes on this. Okay, so it's Slumdog Millionaire 1, The
Yes.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Darling,
Yeah.
Frost Nixon, which isn't bad. Frost Nixon is
fine.
Milk, and then The Reader.
The Reader.
So not even
Dark
nominated.
Knight wasn't even nominated.
And it's the 3rd best picture on IMDb
Top 250.
in their
yes.
top 250. Nolan's
Is-
not even nominated for Best Director.
Oh, really?
Nope. At all.
Oh my gosh.
They hated comic movies back then.
And that's the whole thing about it, where it's like it's clearly better. Like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, that's one of those classic, hey, we're gonna make this movie to win an Academy Award. You know? And it is
I enjoyed it, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Who made that? Was that
from the moment that
wasn't
movie came out,
Fincher.
they're like, Brad Pitt's actually a good actor. Here, watch him do this.
It's not as good as The Dark Knight. Come on.
Yeah.
I never watched Slumdog Millionaire, but something tells me that
Oh, you don't like Dev Patel, huh?
it's
Right.
it's nothing personal.
Yeah, I can't,
Sure.
and I can't say I've watched The Curious Case of Benjamin Button more than once.
I watched it the first time, and that was about it.
It was directed by David Fincher. That does not feel like a David Fincher film, by the way.
And I love David Fincher.
But that's what I go back to though, where I remember when those previews were happening and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was like, oh my god, here it is. And Brad Pitt's gonna do this movie. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my god. And then
See,
it
I
was
don't
just,
remember that.
I do, but
Do you think Brad Pitt's worthy of an Oscar?
Yes.
I think he's a good actor, or can be a good actor. I
Yeah.
think he actually his comedic sense. Like we've recently watched *Inglourious Bastards*. It was a movie my wife had never seen before, and so we had one of our movie days, and we got onto alternate reality movies because we started with The Interview, and then in an IMDb
Yeah.
Fantastic movie.
list. No, it's not. It's not very good at all. But
Okay, at best.
But we like to find like a through line, for these movies when we're watching them and stuff like that. So I was just kind of trying to find the next movie while this dog shit movie, The Interview, was getting over.
Piece of shit.
It's really bad. But ironically, it was on the IMDb app. They had alternate reality list of movies that they made, and The Interview was on it. And I was like, oh, I'll just check out this list.
Okay.
And that's when we came across Palm Springs.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I love this movie. I haven't seen it since the first time I watched it. Let's watch this one. Went back to the the list and saw Inglourious Bastards. I'm like, I don't think I've watched Inglourious Bastards since, maybe one time after the movie theater, but it's been a long time. And I put it on, and my wife had never seen the movie before, and she loves Christoph Waltz, and
Why would you not?
right?
It's fantastic in that movie.
And so, and it was nice to watch her enjoy it and just be like, oh, you haven't seen this? We haven't watched this movie together? She's like, no, we haven't. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great.
Dare I say one of the best villains in cinema history, honestly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Almost to, it's impressive that he's still able to be likable in other things, And just how that all plays out.
And that's Tarantino as a filmmaker is the bad guys are like not, necessarily the bad guys in his movies. You're kind of like just along for the ride.
Everyone has, there's a purpose, or they have there's a mission that they need to see through, basically. There's a reason why they're there.
Sure.
And he explains it as the Jew hunter. Like he's not they open it up with him talking about the nickname that the French have given him. That's I'm not, I think he says he likes it in the initial conversation, but then later on says, I'm basically just doing a job. That's my job to do. So
right, and it's like DiCaprio and Django. Like it's very hard character, but holy shit, is it enjoyable to watch?
Yeah, exactly. In when you brought up Oppenheimer being
Django.
Christopher Nolan's best movie, like his masterpiece.
Yeah,
I just remember thinking that same thing. I know I've talked to you about it on the podcast, but when I saw Django. I went to people because we saw it opening night on
Tastemaker.
Yeah, exactly. Very much Tastemaker. We saw it on Christmas. We saw it on Christmas night.
Yes.
With two other people in the theaters.
Yeah.
And we were just like, this is fucking awesome. It's great. And in the totality of his career, it seemed, and I still think it's one of his best movies, if not his best movie.
He danced around the spaghetti western bit for so long, and then finally actually did one, and I was just like,
and how he did it, and how it all played together. And it's like comparing Pulp Fiction to Django Unchained is almost unfair to both movies. And that's why comparing Oppenheimer to The Dark Knight would seemingly be without seeing both
different.
movies.
They're very different.
Seem to be.
Yeah.
I would say Dark Knight's still above Oppenheimer in what would be because Dark Knight's one of my favorite movies.
My.
But Oppenheimer is his total masterpiece of a movie for sure.
Yeah, and that's because I understand what you're saying, because he understands his craft and the form so much that he could make a movie about a brown paper bag, and it would still be one of the most compelling movies that you would see, with suspense and drama about whether this brown paper bag.
I love the shit out of Tenet, a lot. But I think honestly, I would say probably The Prestige. I think is
The Prestige should have won.
I mean, is probably my favorite Nolan movie. I think.
And I never could watch Interstellar again, which I thought that was a beautifully done movie and incredible.
Yeah.
But it was just such it drained me.
I've rewatched that one.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that one. And also, I'd say with Tarantino, I'd say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And he actually went on record to say that's his favorite movie that he's ever done. So.
Yeah, I think that's the best of them all, quite frankly.
And I only push back because I think Django has much more of there's the element of a viewer where I'm like, oh, I can't wait for the rest of the movie, movie to happen. 15 minutes into Django, I'm watching it for the first time. I'm like, oh, there's another 2 hours and 45 minutes of this movie. I cannot wait.
Right. I don't care.
And very rarely do you do that.
I'm not a big fan of the third act of that movie. I think it's just when it becomes full on shoot 'em up, I lost interest as compared to I rewatched John.
But it's like the third act of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, though, when it bemes a whole shoot 'em up.
Well, no, because that's not a shoot 'em up.
Flamethrowers are involved.
God, I love the end of that freaking movie.
Just pick another movie.
I recently rewatched Jackie Brown as well, and that movie.
There's not a shoot 'em up in the third act of that one.
No, it's just Robert De Niro and
De Niro
just shoots his girlfriend. I don't remember Jackie Brown at all.
It's good. It's it's still very good. It's a very good movie. Get this. I don't know if you guys heard Quentin Tarantino. He's a really good director.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
It's pretty good, guys.
Yeah. Another guy who has not won an Academy Award for anything.
What was the movie he wrote that he had to give up either one or the other for Reservoir Dogs? Christian Slater and
I'm sorry.
No, it's
True Romance.
Yes.
That's a fun '90s, like early '90s.
It's a great movie. Great movie.
Dennis Hopper of it all.
Brad Pitt's one of his first acting roles where he
Oh my
plays
gosh.
maybe one of his first speaking roles or something. But anyway,
Just,
I love Brad
just a
Pitt.
straight hippie.
yeah.
Yeah.
He does it well.
Brad Pitt's really good, guys. I don't know if you've heard of him, or like watched any of his movies.
Yeah, there's some of them. Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Was he on the OC?
He was not. He could have been on the OC.
Oh, he wasn't.
No. He's,
No, he was the uncle in Full House, correct?
that was John Stamos, who was in Never
No,
Too
but
Young
he was
to
the funny
Die.
one. He was the funny one.
No, that was Dave Coulier.
Really?
Yeah, Dave Coulier was that one. Now Brad Pitt was not in Full House that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah, George
Who am I
Clooney.
thinking
George
of?
Clooney was on Roseanne.
That's what I'm thinking.
Did you say
of.
George Clinton?
George Clooney. No, George Clinton was in PCU.
Can we get
What?
back to
Yeah.
Robert De Niro and who the
Robert
hell
De
that is?
Niro? Robert De Niro.
Robert Doritos?
Doritos.
All right.
I love that guy.
Dunkachino over here, you fucks. Jeez.
Old Cool Ranch himself, Robert Dorito.
Yeah. Christopher Nolan's really good, guys. I'm really happy.
And at the end of the day,
Yeah. This could be a podcast. He's really good. You should watch all
sure,
his
I
stuff.
guess, yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah, I've watched everything you've said and agree with you. Hey everyone, thanks so much for listening. Hey, we've been doing some extra work, to try to give a shit.
Yeah.
And if you can go on to like our YouTube page,
YouTube,
you just type in "This Could Be a Podcast."
Facebook,
Facebook.
Instagram, all that nonsense. We're going to be cramming all of this extra bonus stuff
Yeah.
down your throats because that's what you do when you love somebody. You shove stuff down their throat.
Couldn't have said it better myself.